Hello, this is Finn Jackson, the author of The Escher Cycle. In this case study we're going to look at Toyota and see how the thinking of Chapter 8 of The Escher Cycle can help us to understand the success of this company, which over the past 10 years has gradually caught up with and then overtaken General Motors to become the world's largest automotive corporation. Now before we do that, I'm going to take you quickly through some of the thinking of the earlier chapters of the book so that we can draw a map of the industry that Toyota operates in. Now, in any industry, there's a collection of businesses, and they're all going through the same continuous cycle of strategic change. This cycle of change, which I call the audio cycle, starts with understanding what customers want, then designing new ways of delivering it, before implementing that new business model, and then moving on to ongoing operational delivery of the new business model. So, for example, we might understand that there's a need or an opportunity to develop a new product or service for a customer, or we might understand at a bigger scale that there's an opportunity to move into a new market or a new country. Once we've done that, we then design the new product or service together with the new ways of delivering it, or we design the factories or retail and distribution networks that we'll need in the new market or the new country. Next, we implement the new business model, which might involve launching or rolling out the new product or service, or entering the new market or setting up operations in a new country. We use different language at different scales, but the underlying action is just the same. And then finally we move to ongoing delivery of whatever new business model we've set up, and then the cycle begins again. So these are the activities involved in the continuous cycle of strategic change that all businesses are going through. And advantage, competitive advantage, can come from being better than competitors at any one of these activities. At the same time, in any industry, we know that there is a range of products and services that these businesses are delivering to. This will range from high-end, luxury, premium or niche products and services to low-end, mass market or commodity products and services. If we add this to the picture, then we've drawn a map of any industry. More precisely, we've drawn a map of all the activities that are being carried out in the industry. For example, Ferrari and Lamborghini are doing whatever it takes to understand, design, implement and deliver what customers want from a supercar. And BMW, Lexus and Mercedes are doing whatever it takes to understand, design, implement and deliver what customers want from luxury vehicles. Ford, General Motors and Toyota are doing the same for the mass market part of the industry. So in any industry, strategic advantage or competitive advantage comes from being better than your competitors at carrying out these activities for whichever customers you're trying to serve. So Ford and General Motors, for example, are not competing with Lamborghini because they're serving different customers. The competitors of Lamborghini are Ferrari, but also the makers of yachts and planes, or whatever else you might want to spend $200,000 to $500,000 on. But that's another story. For now, let's focus on how this helps us understand Toyota. Well, Toyota is well known for having the Toyota production system. This gives the company an advantage over its rivals in terms of both cost and build quality and reliability. This Toyota production system can also benefit the manufacturer of the firm's luxury Lexus brand. Sometimes that's because the cars are built on the same production lines as Toyota vehicles, but even if they aren't, the Lexus company still has access to all the knowledge and expertise that Toyota has built up over years. This means that Lexus vehicles can be built more reliably and also more cheaply than they could if Lexus were a standalone business. This then means that Lexus has the opportunity to make more profit and also to sell more vehicles at lower price with better build quality to more customers than it would otherwise be able to do. This in turn means that Lexus gets to have more interactions with more of the high-end customers who want, demand and will be willing to pay for whatever the next innovation in automotive design is going to be. These innovations can then be leveraged back into the Toyota models, which makes them more attractive in their marketplace. And that means that Toyota will sell more cars, increasing volumes, increasing economies of scale and pushing the company further and faster down the experience curve, improving the Toyota production system still further. This repeating cycle, this self-reinforcing cycle, is what I call the Escher cycle, and it is explained more fully in Chapter 8 of the book. It creates a self-reinforcing cycle of increasing strategic advantage that comes from the ability to carry out the key activities that really matter, better than competitors. And it uses skill at one activity to increase performance at another. It uses Toyota's low-cost and high-quality production system to sell more Lexus cars, which in turn gives the company more access to the customers who are willing and able to pay for whatever the next automotive innovations are going to be. And that in turn gives Toyota more opportunities to improve its production system. The book, The Escher Cycle, has one chapter for each of the key activities that are needed. This provides focus. It shows clearly what needs to be done to carry out each activity, which delivers effectiveness, and it shows simply how to do each activity, which delivers efficiency and reduced cost. Finally, it shows how all the different parts link together, which aligns the whole business to pull in the same direction, improving efficiency, effectiveness and adaptability over time, and hence delivering self-reinforcing business advantage.